everybody, it is Zorua Maximum here, and today we are going to be opening up a package that I got from a very popular company called DokiDoki Cosplay, and it is a super big package, but it has been long awaited, and I wanted to make sure that you guys were here to open it with me because it's something that I've been super excited about. So I'm here to show you guys everything and give you guys the full tea of what happened with this costume. So I want to use my phone for a quick second just so I could give you guys all the information on the costume, how much it is, all the pieces that come in it, and everything that went on with the purchase, went on with some issues that happened, just so that you guys can be informed if you do plan on purchasing from this company. I'm not saying anything bad with this company at all. I'm just giving full information on what happened because it might happen to you. Now, this cosplay is from DokiDoki, as I said before, and this is an SSR costume, which is a super rare costume, and that basically means that the quality is higher than other rarities of their costumes because I think they have rare, super rare, and then super rare, kind of like Love Live, how you can get like, well, Love Live, probably any other game, I just only know Love Live because Love Live. So, this is their Star Guardian Xayah costume from League of Legends. I went ahead and purchased the full set, which includes the whole cosplay, the ears, the weapons that she comes with, shoes, and every single accessory for it. This cosplay does have a stamp of $155 on it, and that's before shipping. I want to say that when I bought this, I probably paid about $30 in shipping for it. I bought this cosplay on August 28th of 2020, and during this time they were also having a lucky bag event that went on with when you bought one of their costumes, and so I also went ahead and added a lucky bag to my purchase. The lucky bags were $1, and I thought it'd be cute, could, maybe get a wig, a new costume, something like that. I didn't know what the lucky bags were. So my total came out to $178.20. I used one of my friend's discount codes from DokiDoki and I saved $7.80, but altogether it was $148.20 and shipping was $30. Now, I bought the size large of this cosplay because from what their sizing chart said, it should have fit me. And I know from experience that most times when I buy a cosplay that comes with a two-piece skirt, I can usually get into the size large because my hip measurements are the largest part of my body, and with a free-flowing skirt and no shorts under it, I should be able to wear the skirt without it having any other issues, because normally when I order an extra large, it usually is kind of baggy and just doesn't look the same. So I ordered a large. The largest measurements are 91 to 96, which my bust is 96 centimeters, 71 to 76 for waist, my waist is a 72, and then hip is 96 to 101. My hips are 102, but I figured this wasn't an issue. When I received this cosplay, my blind bag was, I don't have it with me, I remember it being clear straps, like hair berets, like black hair berets, and bobby pins. Very useful for cosplayers, but I didn't see it as being a $1 blind bag. It wasn't really a blind bag. There was no really information about what it was, so I couldn't really tell if that was a blind bag or something that came with the costume, so I was a little confused. When the cosplay came in and I tried it on, it was too small. I was extremely excited about this cosplay because it was a lot of money and actually one of my dream cosplays that I'm actually doing with my boyfriend, and so I was really disheartened when this came in and it wasn't fitting the way it was supposed to. There wasn't enough fabric on the front for the sizes that it was given. It literally came to right at the front of my chest for the full coverage of the front, which left my entire side chest hanging out. It didn't zip fully on the back, and if I were to wear that skirt out in public, I'm pretty sure I would get arrested for public indecency. That skirt was extremely short. It did zip up all the way, but it did not cover my butt at all. It was, I don't even know what kind of skirt that would be, but it was just bad. Another thing that I want to mention is that the sock, shoe things are a little tricky to get into, especially if you have a larger foot size. I went ahead and went with the size 41, which is the size shoe that I wear in European because I wear a 9.5 to a 10 and I can fit into a 41. It is very tight, very difficult to get around the ankle, I will say, and slightly uncomfortable, but I digress. So the shipping time was actually super fast. I actually got it around the beginning of September, which is super nice considering that I bought it around the beginning, endish of August. So it was super fast shipping time. Even though I didn't pay for the super fast shipping, I was very happy with it. So I went ahead and messaged DokiDoki on September 15th to ask them if I could exchange my cosplay. On September 15th, I emailed DokiDoki and I said, "Hi, I received my cosplay about 2 days ago, and after measuring myself, it was way too small. I'm extremely upset because I went through a lot of stuff to make sure that this cosplay would fit me. It's your Star Guardian Xayah cosplay, the SSR version. I would like to exchange the large for an extra large because the front barely covers my chest. Is there any way to do that?" DokiDoki promptly responded back, "Hi, you can send the cosplay back to us in exchange for a larger size. You may pay the return shipping fees firstly. You can use the most cheap one with no tracking. After you send the package back, you can submit an information on PayPal. PayPal will refund you the shipping cost." So, when I got this information, I was a little skeptical about shipping my cosplay back overseas with no tracking. So I went ahead and shipped it back, but my shipping at the company that I went to, which was a USPS, did not offer shipping outside of the States with no tracking. So altogether, I paid for tracking, shipping, with the protection of it, so in case it got damaged in transit, and it was $76. Now, I understand that DokiDoki did offer to refund me the shipping. However, I did not take it because it was tracked and it was a little bit more expensive. So, I paid for that. I was a little upset about it at first, but then I realized that I just need to get over it because I want the costume. So, September 27th, I got the notification that it had been delivered. So I emailed them and said, "Hey, did you guys receive the package?" They responded back, "We received the package today. You need to exchange for a larger size, right? But the SSR is sold out." At this point, I was a little upset. I had just spent now over $200 to get this cosplay. And I had sent it all the way back to China, and they are now telling me that the SSR is not available. And then they tried to ask if I wanted the SR version. The SR version is nice, and I do enjoy the SR version, but it doesn't include all the accessories that I was wanting because I wanted to save myself a little bit of time from having to make props and all this stuff. So, I was a little upset. I responded back, "When will the SSR be remade into an extra large?" Because I wanted the SSR version, the version that I paid for. They said, "I am afraid it'll take a long time. We can refund you the money difference for the SR." And then I responded back, "I don't want the SR. I'm just honestly really upset about all this. I just don't really know how to reply." At this point, I was a little skeptical, so I went onto their actual cosplay page and I saw that if you just bought the cosplay itself, there was an extra large available. I didn't message this to them because I didn't want to be like, "Hey, you guys don't know your own stock," so I left it alone. They responded back the next day, "We found one size extra large. Before we send it out, could you provide your waist, bust, and height measurement? We need to check if the extra large fits you." So I sent them my measurements. They responded back the next day. "Hi, I'm afraid the SSR size extra large would be too small for you on the waist part. The SR size is bigger. Do you want to take the refund for the SR?" At this point, I remember crying my eyes out because I was just super upset because I remembered back to one of my first cosplays that I ever did. It was my Dark Lux cosplay, and about the same thing happened. They said that I couldn't get that size because I was too big for it, and they sent me a cheaper size, and it just didn't look the same. Even with a refund, it wasn't the quality that I was wanting. So, I responded back that I was planning for this cosplay to be wearing a corset underneath because they said that it was specifically for my waist. And so I said I'm planning on wearing a corset just so that my waist can be like sister cinched, and I would happily take the SSR. They said, "Okay, we will send you the size extra large tomorrow." They said, "By the way, how small was the size large on you? We just want to make sure that you receive the cosplay that fits your size." I responded back that it was extremely small in the front, wouldn't fully cover my chest, and the skirt was too short, but it zipped just fine. And then they said, I'm afraid the extra large is too small for you. It's not very big. It's not bigger than the large. Now, I understand that things like this happen and that it isn't a very set size measurement, but if you are going to offer different sizes as a company, I personally would make sure that those sizes are different. Because for someone who now can't fit into the large and now has to hopefully fit into the extra large, because I haven't tried this on yet. I haven't taken it out. You guys are going to be the first person to see if it fits, what all's going on. So you guys will know first. So I really hope that it does fit, because after a long amount of time, because it just showed up to my door today, which means that it has taken about, 15 days. So not that bad, a lot quicker than the first time that they sent it, but still. It has been about 2 months since I originally bought the cosplay. I know that there aren't any cons going on right now, but still, I'd really love to show you guys this. So, with that all out of the way, let's open the cosplay. It has been a lot of explaining, but we're gonna open her now. Another thing that I wanted to say, though, before I started this, is this. I'm fine with cosplays being shipped in a bag when they don't have large props with them. This has props in it. And when the first one came in, I remember her little feather things that she has, they were slightly bent. So, again, not upset, just stating. I also went ahead and just a little bit more information so you guys know what happened. They are currently out of sizes of the large and the extra large in the full cosplay. I told them, because they said that they only could find the cosplay in the extra large, to fully put back in all of my other purchases, all the other accessories from the large, into the package with the extra large. So if you are wondering how I did get the full set again. So, that is it. So first, we have the ears that are actually stuck to the inside of the bag. How fun. Okay, first we have the ears. Now, I also went ahead and purchased a wig for this cosplay from a different seller. I didn't know that DokiDoki made one, and so I purchased one that I thought would come in quicker, because this was before I bought the costume, and so it's not that good of quality, but it's the wig. So, we're going to go ahead and check these out. Now, these are fur ears. They're not clip-ons. These do have a headband on them, and they can go like this. They do stick up a lot. This isn't the exact placement of where her ears are, but again, I digress. Their ears, they're nice. They're staying up just fine, so I'm fine with it. Next up, again, stuck to the inside of the bag, are the shoes. Technically not shoes, technically more feet, but the feet shoes, and some side feather pieces that go on them. So, the feet shoes, which I am now going to call them, look like this. They have a lot of very nice detailing on the front. This is not foam. This is some type of light plastic, but not cheap plastic. These are really nice. You can tell by the sound that they may be hollow on the inside, but they are very thick on the outside. They are the socks. The socks are full socks, so they go on underneath, which may also help get your foot into the little Tootsie holders. And that's what they are now, Tootsie holders. And then they have gold detailing on them, along with some iridescent fabric on the back, which is really nice. I can actually tell it's not like a cheap, not cheap, kind of satiny material. It's more of a stretchy, more like athleisure wear. Think of like Xayah Han's four-way pole fabric. It's more like that. It does have gold detailing around it, and full socks so that you can slip your foot in. These are going to go behind us. Boop. Next, we have her blade thingies. These are stuck together. Hold on. They are taped together for transit to make sure that they don't fall apart. These are kind of big. I know that her, I don't really know what they are. I think they're feathers. I play League of Legends, guys. I swear. I don't really play Xayah. I like this design. I haven't played her much because I really haven't been playing a lot. And I'm a filthy Lux main. So, here are the feather thingies. They are really nicely painted, and I can tell that they are foam. There is a bit of scratching on the back of this one, and they do have kind of, I want to say these are 3D printed pieces on them. This one, you can tell, is not fully finished, as it does not have the peak on top. This side does. Also on the back, because of the way that it was shipped in transit, it has bent a little bit. And the top is bent as well, so it is not fully straight. It is a little rounded up on this side and a little rounded down on this side. Even without taking out the other one, I can also tell that the tip on this one is flexed upwards, and the back on this one is flipped upwards as well. I will check these once I'm done unboxing all this to tell you if the 3D printed stuff is finished on this one or not. I can also tell that these are glued together because these little purple things, if you can see on this side, are about to actually fall out. So it just kind of seems like that maybe not even glue, maybe they're all just kind of shoved in here together. So just something to keep in mind. Next up, we have a bag of goodies. Simply, these are just extra little pieces to go on the costume, little accessories, hair pieces, pieces to clip onto the front of the shirt, and everything like that. So, front pieces. And next we get to the cosplay itself. It comes in a big DokiDoki Cosplay bag, and it does have the nice zipper on top, which I really do enjoy this brand because these are all recyclable, which is super nice, and also you can just keep them to store your cosplays in. So we're going to go ahead and unzip, pull this out. We can see right here on the top in our little sticker that this is a size extra large. So I do know that they did send the extra large and not just sent the large back. So I've had companies do that before as well. These are going to be our little gloves. I had these last time and I don't really remember how the hell they go on, but we'll figure it out. They are an iridescent fabric, iridescent purple on the back, and then the iridescent white inside. They do have the gold trim, which goes all the way around and is very nicely stitched together. It is a little bit stretchy except for the gold. The gold is a little taut, so it might be a little difficult to get your hand in. Next, moving on to the top. So, the top is the same iridescent fabric that is on the gloves. Same with the purple part in the middle is the same. And then we have this reflective pink section of it, the gold trimming, and then matte purple fabric for the rest. It does this back detail, and also it has a zipper all the way up the back. It has buttons right on the neck. And then over here it has these clasps for you to put your cape on, because it does come with a cape. Next we have the skirt. The demon skirt that was too short last time. So, the skirt isn't made of any flashy material. It's all a matte kind of printed on fabric, which is still nice. And it's still looks kind of short, but it's okay. Here, let me go ahead and stand up. So, if it hit right on my waist, it still might be a little short in the front, but we'll try it on. It is longer in the back than it is on the front, so I don't know. Again, I'll have to check because I'm forgetful. I may have to check the cosplay to see if it is supposed to be longer in the back or if this was a malfunction in processing. Next up in the last bag that we have is our cape and our little shoulder detail. So, this is a foam piece that I want, not foam. It has some type of wiring inside of it that will keep it holdable for poses, and I want to say that I remember it going around her shoulder somewhat like this, or kind of around the back in a weird pose, like maybe like this. So I think this, oh yes, It does have a clip on the front, not up towards the end, but not all the way to the end, so that you can still have the end sticking up. And then we get to the cape. The cape is a very flimsy material. I can tell that it's some type of it is a type of plastic fabric. It's not a cotton fabric, it's not soft. You can definitely feel that it is plasticky, especially on the sides. So it does have a little bit of a sheen, but that is because it is a printed on cape. So it includes these little side pieces, which do have the foam, and they are painted gold. They are a little flimsy, but they're glued on pretty nicely, and these all look like they are hot glued on. So for someone who lives in Arizona, this might become an issue, but we'll see. If we hold it up, we can see that right here are the two clips that will go onto the front of the cosplay. Here is the front of the cape, not front, kind of more back piece. And then also on the bottoms, you can see that it does have a lot of very nice detailing. If you hold it up in the sun, on this side, you can see that there are blues in it, which I will probably give you guys a little better look. You can see that there are blues in it, and then on the other side, you can see that there are star detailings on it to give the Star Guardian feel. Now, this top is sewn on here. Let me show you guys the seams. You can see right here that all of these pieces are sewn on, and then there's one stitch thrown across the middle, not even in the middle. There are two stitches right here where the rest of the gold stitching goes on so that it can hang on to this top piece. So, although not so secure, still staying on. Now that I have everything unpacked, let me go ahead and try it on for you guys, and we will see what happens. Before I try it on though, because I know all of you guys really want to see that because this is a super nice cosplay, I just wanted to point this out if you do buy this for yourself. The top. These right here, you can probably see them better from the back, are the front cups. These cups are in the very center. They're not to the sides. These cups are very small considering the fact of the size that this is. This is a size extra large, and these cups would probably fit about an A cup. I just want to say that as someone who has large breasts, that this is a little concerning, especially if you don't have a type of bra that will push everything in and kind of hold it, like a sticky bra that I do wear with this costume. And also these pads are a little annoying, like they kind of stick out a bit, so they look a little weird when you try it on. But again, let's wait to see the finished product. And just like that, the cosplay is now on. I will say that on the sides, same issues happening. You can see kind of on the front piece, like I was talking about, the breast covers are right here. My boobs are over here. So it's kind of a little difficult, and you can't really like move them around much. So you just kind of have to work with it. I'll probably be removing them though, just because they don't really work, or getting some ones that work better. Now, with the help of having a family member zip me up, it is fully zipped, so it does look super nice and detailed once it's on. Very reflective, super pretty. The cape goes on nicely. I will say though that the skirt still is having a shortness issue. I did find out that the zipper doesn't go on the back, it goes on the side. So it is a little bit of like an A-line, not an A-line. A little bit of a slope skirt, so it goes from high on one side to low on the other, so it does go across. But altogether, I really enjoyed this cosplay, and I'm glad that I could work with the company to actually get it and get the right size so that I could actually wear it. So you guys should be looking forward in the future for some photos of this, and maybe a few more photos at the end. I don't know, I might just get straight out of this, because it's a little hot, because it's still October in Arizona. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you can now see the sun that's coming in. It's making me look super, super pale, about as pale as the top, but I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope you guys see the next video. So, thank you for coming. Bye!